Mm.
Hello viewers, welcome to Sip and Chat. This is Atem Sejen, sitting with Maal Maker Thiong, sipping and chatting about his life and also other important issues. So Maal Maker, welcome back.
Thank you.
I just want to ask this question.
The tea is so nice.
The tea is so nice, thank
So
you.
you cook the tea yourself?
I cook the tea, bro. Yeah, you know. So Maal Maker, we have talked about the journey, we talked about Miraya to Bilpam to J1, and here we are. So, but Maal Maker, when you hear the name Maal Maker, the first thing that comes to your mind is Miraya. And is your radio personality. So is there any hope that one day you'll go back to media, especially to radio programming?
Well, I always have a hope that, one thing in mind is I have a target. And my target is to transform my own society, whereby I can live anywhere I feel like to live. Doesn't mean I have to be in board now.
Yes.
I can decide today and say I want to be in Lanya. So if I put my own small tukul, I will not be treated like an outsider. I'll just be treated like any other person in Lanya. If I go to Kajokeji, the same. I go to Upper Nile, the same. That is the kind of society I want to help transform. So, and I know radio is the only way that we could be able to transform, especially the media. It's the only way we could be able to transform our society. So, my hope is one day or soon, I will venture back to the studio very soon.
Very soon?
Very soon I'll venture back to the studio.
That's a good
news. Because the experience I got through this movement I had has given me another picture of what I need to tell people.
Yes. And if you're going to go back to the media, to radio programming, would you want to work with another radio station, or would you? Because nowadays, Maal Maker, this world has changed. People are going global. There are podcasts and other platforms you can use to run the radio programming. Are you looking forward to have a podcast on? Because you have followers until today. That those who still relate with Maal Maker Thiong, just because of that impact you create for 9 years. So how do you think you'll come back?
I'm a team player. I might not be the best striker, and I might not be the best midfielder or the best defender. But if there's a team that is playing and they are playing to score, I will always be in the middle of that.
So can we start a podcast?
We can do that.
And we start talking about the things you have been talking, the content.
Exactly. Content creativity is what made Miraya to be Miraya.
Yes.
Because Miraya has the best team. And Miraya we could sit every morning. Because what makes a radio station a radio is when people sit every morning before daybreak.
And develop a content that relate to the community.
Exactly. That is how you achieve your mission at that day.
So viewers, tune in. We are going to have a podcast with Maal Maker Thiong. Because I believe, Mal, you are more useful in the radio programming. Okay, I know you are doing a lot of things. You have so many other skills, but I think your gift, your calling, is radio programming. That's my view. And it's because I've listened to you for so many years, and I realized that you have a lot to give back to the community, to the public. You know how to talk to the community. You know what they want to hear. You know how you can relate with them. So I think there's need for you to revive that dream in you.
Actually, there's a radio we have already set up.
Okay.
Go to my joke.
It's called what?
The radio, we have not yet given the name.
Oh, yeah, it's a work in progress.
Yes, it's already a done deal. The station is set up, the studio is ready, everything is ready. But the problem is now is the transmitter, because transmitter, to get the powerful transmitter is not easy. So transmitter is now the problem.
Okay.
So, and the team want to make sure we set up a radio station that can be in FM, but cover the whole South Sudan.
Okay.
And getting that transmitter is a hell of money,
and
it's expensive. And you can get it only in Italy.
Okay.
So Majuka and the team are working on that. That is Majonga today. They are working on that currently.
Hello.
To make sure to make sure that thing is set up properly. Just to take you back a bit, in radio stations you must always be ahead of your listeners.
Yes.
And being ahead of listeners is by making sure you know what they don't know.
Yeah.
So that when you sit and
tell them
what
they want to know,
it will just capture their attention. Be it a small kid, be it a woman, a man, a young person, an elderly person, they will always be very attentive. That is how I used to create programs, because I would go to the market, see what is happening, and then from there I will create something that they don't have from there. That is how you become related to the people. And getting public attention it's very simple.
Yes.
Most of radio stations around Cuba are not doing that. You know, people want to talk about what is happening in America.
And everyone want to be a comedian.
You know,
I used to hear a lot of programs, and I get pissed off.
Being comedian, you don't force yourself.
Yes.
It's about creating.
It's natural.
It comes along. You know, like jokes I always create in social media now. These are I just find myself.
Don't struggle for it.
I don't struggle because sometimes I would just be seated, something click in my mind, I type it, post it. You know, because it is something that you feel like it comes from your heart.
Okay.
You know,
apart from radio programming, you've been an MC. And the first time I saw you doing MC work was Miss Malaika, 2009. That time Mary Boy used to sit down and play her traditional things. I'm surprised now she's a big thing. She's a big deal, which is good. It's a progress. So, okay, being a radio presenter is also being an MC.
Yeah.
But you've been doing it in public events very well. So, but of late I've not seen you doing a lot of MC work. What happened? Are you giving it up? Or
well, I have not given it up. But you know, in life, you always have stages. You know, and MCing, if I'm called, like most of the time now, events that normally happen in Sheka, they always call me, or anywhere, they always call me. You know, I have reached a stage that I don't go selling myself.
People come looking for you.
People come looking for me.
I wish I would reach that stage. I hope one day I'll just sit and someone comes looking for me. I'll be the happiest.
So when someone call me and say, you come and do for me this,
you go do it.
I go do it. And I make sure I do it to the best of my ability. Why? Because I don't want to impress anyone, no, but I just want to make sure the trust that person gave me, I must pay it back so that I don't disappoint. That is exactly
All right.
what life is.
Now let's go to hiking. You've been climbing, and these legs, Maal Maker, these tiny legs, what are you looking for? You are not fat, you don't have belly. Why always going to the mountain?
Well, you know,
what are you looking for? Because you are healthy, I'm not seeing anything wrong with you.
Yes, nothing is wrong with me.
So why climbing every Saturday?
It's just like to be physically fit, you know, to feel, okay. Hiking helped me with my heart because I was trying to develop.
You strengthen your heart.
Yes, I was developing some heart problem because, you know, with my temper, whenever I react, you know, it affects me. So it is helping my lungs now.
Okay.
So I feel like I should.
So should I join you? Because also I feel I have the same temper and maybe the belly also.
You have to. You have to. You know, hiking had made us to be like a family now.
Also, it has been a very strong
because
bond.
we are a team that is very strong now. We even look out.
Were you there when our former minister of
defense?
Former minister of was it minister Majanga when he broke his.
You know, when
were you there?
Actually it was a fracture.
It was a fracture. Okay.
Yeah, because what happened, you know, in those areas there are some kind of boots that you're supposed to wear, special boots, but you know they are not in Juba. Yeah. So for Dr. Majak, what happened to Dr. Majak?
He slipped.
He slept.
Okay.
And what happened, because you know there are some areas when you are sloping down, you make sure you
hold
very careful, because what happened is like he stepped on something, and then he will like, he slept off.
So how is he now?
So he's okay now. I have not spoken to him for quite some time, but he's okay.
Okay.
Because I'm following up through some relatives.
So do you hike on Saturdays and Sundays?
We normally do it Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Okay. But these 2 days I don't go because with my current hustling corner.
One of the best hustlers in town. Okay, so what are the benefits? Okay, talking just to our audience, because I know I was just joking, but you know, hiking is important. For your health, it's very important. What are the importance of hiking that you can tell anyone who's viewing this to also make sure at least if you have interest you can join, because it might have some, you are more informed in that. What are the benefits?
Well, you know, we have a lot of healthy complications as South Sudanese because we don't have best hospital that you can go in the morning and be checked. We don't have those things. So exercise help a lot. I remember we have one of our team members who is an elder, we call him uncle, Machongit, Honorable Machok. Honorable Machok was having a lot of health issues, you know, high blood pressure, hypertension, all you name them. So he has been taking a lot of medications. So 4 years ago, he started joining Majok because Majok was the founder of hiking.
Okay.
He started way back.
He's still the founder now, isn't it?
Yes. So Majuk started long time ago. He almost now going to 6 years.
Okay.
He has been hiking. So he joined Majuk. So when he joined Majuk, he find himself
all the complications
were going off, and he's like becoming so kind of okay.
Wow.
So he went to the hospital for check. He went to Nairobi. The Nairobi hospital told him, you know what? You are very okay. You don't have sukari, you don't have hypertension.
Wow.
He was like, no. this is not right. He came and hustled, looked for money, he went to Germany.
The same thing.
The doctor asked him, what do you do? He was like, I hike. The doctor told him, continue doing that. Up to today, Uncle Machongi never stopped.
Oh, that's
and
good.
you know, he's a disabled person. He was shot during the struggle, so he had one arm. But he does it to the best. Sometimes we also give up as young people, but he will always encourage us. No, don't do this. Don't do this.
Well, he knows the benefit.
Exactly. So we are now like a big number of group. You know, we are a big. So what we encourage people to do is like, you join us. Let's do it for fun. At the same time, when you go home, you will see what the benefit of it. Because when you sweat, there are some toxic that you release from your body. And when you release those toxic, you know, you find yourself feeling now you are okay.
Yeah, sure.
You know, yeah.
Maal Maker, your father is one of the elders in our community. He's a well-respected person. The first time I encountered him was in Kakuma. I had an issue with my leg when I was in class 8. I had what we call miri. Miri is a traditional sickness. I don't know how they call it in another language. So my leg was cut a lot and there were wounds.
That is
I'm
like
in class 8.
Miri is, you can call it cancer. It's
Blood
part
cancer.
of cancer.
Blood cancer, yeah. So when I went to him because I wanted to be putting on a trouser to prevent insects from, you know, sitting on my wounds. So when I went to him, I explained to him and he looked at me and said, yeah, it's a good idea because I told him, okay, medically I'm told not to cover this thing because I have wounds on my leg. And he gave me a document that I took back to the school and I was allowed to put on my trouser until I finished my class 8. The next time when I went to my father's secondary school, when I met him, and he has been a very good disciplined teacher. Your mother, when we were at nursery school, we used to go earlier because when we go out, we go and ambush girls. You know, they used to give us BB5, these biscuits. We ambush girls, then we take from them by force. So one day she tricked us. She said, my sons, you come here. She took us to one of the classes and locked us inside. Let the girls go first. After 30 minutes now, she released us. It became the tradition. Every time she would call us, my sons, you come. And she would trick us. You know, young kids. She would trick us, okay, there's this thing for playing. They call it the Thiong Nairobi.
Yeah,
this plastic mat. Yeah. She will give it to us. We like it. Then we'll be concentrating, she locked the door. So when the ladies are gone, she will release us. So she has been a mother to all of us. And where is she now?
My mom was in Kakuma. She continued teaching.
She refused. By then she refused to come back.
Yeah, because the reason why she's told me, I asked her, Mom, why are you still in Kakuma? She was like, you know what? I have so many kids currently.
Yeah. You guys are old kids. I have young kids here.
There are some even children from Uganda who don't have parents. They are putting up with her. So she was like taking care of her until one was married recently. You know, we treat her like our own blood sister. So she has been in Kakuma, but she normally go to Nairobi, stay with me.
The family and come back.
She comes back, she will come to Juba, but currently she's in Khartoum for treatment.
Okay.
Because, yeah, she was having a back problem.
Okay.
Because there was a time she slipped and she fell off.
Okay. And Muse?
Muse is
I saw him in Chirkat some months ago.
You know, yeah, Muse is around. Muse is currently in his state in Lologo. And he's putting up. He's just, these days he has totally settled off from issues.
That's good.
But Muse,
peace of mind.
Muse is trying to have peace of mind. So he tried to push things here and there, but you know, we currently have a society that is full of mixed up. You know, we have issues whereby people, society is growing to a different level.
Yes.
So with this level we have nowadays is making people not understand themselves. So my dad is just staying off. He's
okay, Mark, just to finish, I've taken your time. If there's some 5 things people don't know about Maal Maker, what would they be? 5 things that people don't know that you want them to know. You're a very tricky man, I know that. And you cannot lie because I know some of these things. If you lie, I will tell them. Live here, I will tell them. 5 things that people don't know about Maal Maker. I know 3. If you lie, I will tell them. I'm serious, bro.
Okay. First of all, I'm very friendly. Yeah.
You are starting with good things. Okay, let's go. We'll see.
I'm very friendly. I have one habit that is even making me always fight with my family members, my wife, my, you know, everyone. You know, if you see me going out carrying money, and someone who had another problem come across, I will not even ask what kind of problem the person had.
You give?
I will definitely give. Because I remember my dad sent me somewhere with some money, and I started distributing to the soldiers.
Okay.
Yeah, because I always have this sympathy, you know.
You feel like someone
I always, my problems are not more than, you know, my solutions.
Yes.
But I always see some of us always suffering. So I started distributing money that was not meant to be given out. I was sent to give them somewhere, but I ended up giving them out, you know. And
Those are two.
The third thing is, I'm a short-tempered person.
Uh-huh.
That is
Yeah, you're just choosing the best, the good one. It's okay, let's go. These are three.
I'm a short-tempered person.
Uh-huh.
If someone crosses my way wrongly,
You explode.
I will explode.
Uh-huh. Number 4.
The two I will not tell you.
I'll tell them.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, in this Sip and Chat program, we just make jokes, and some of these jokes they make sense. So Maal has mentioned 3 things, but I'll mention 2.
Yeah.
One of the things that I knew about you, that maybe not everyone knows it, at some point you were addict. Yes or no? Yes, at some point, Maal Maker, between Miraya and Bilpam. Okay, we were addict.
Yes.
Can I say so?
Yeah.
But you were worse than me. Okay, that's the first one. But at least you managed. At some point you managed. I think when you got married, somehow, somewhere.
You know, the reason is, when people are group, you will feel like you want to do something. The influence of group is a problem. But sometimes you will sit and say, no, this one, no, let me stop it.
I've reached that level.
Yeah.
It's enough.
So even people, so many people we used to move around, surprised that I was able to stop taking alcohol.
Did you stop completely, or you minimize?
No, totally.
Really? When was that?
That was in 2015.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a very bold
30th
move.
January.
The last time?
That was the last time I stopped.
Kalas.
Not even testing.
So now you take only coffee?
I can sit with people who are drinking.
Yeah.
I can even buy for them, but I will never take.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the 4th one. The 5th one. I think the 5th one is the fact that, okay, I would like to mention what you've said, your humility. You're a very humble person. All the years I've known you, in Kakpa you used to put on this, okay, you were tall. Then you were putting on small shorts with your long legs. That image is still in my eye.
And up to now, I still like shorts, because even sometimes I could go to a place and my wife would be like, why are you showing your leg? I was like, now putting on shorts, putting on trousers, it's the same thing. And there was one of the guys called Pachako, you know him, Chala. I adopted that lifestyle of.
It doesn't give a fuck. It's just it's yourself.
Being who you are.
Yeah.
Don't try to, like, you see people going to public places, it's very hot, you want to put on tie, you want to put on suit, you look like I don't know,
complicate life.
You complicate your whole life. Inside you are sweating, but you want to pretend you are okay. No. Be free. Put on a t-shirt, put on a shorts, put on slippers.
Life goes on. Life goes on.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Like if I tell you now I have almost 32 suits. But I don't go to office because I rarely put on those things. Because what for? Why should I? If there's the official one, I can do it. Yeah. Like recently, like in my hustle corner, when my boss is putting on going to somewhere, I make sure I have to.
Yeah.
Because
that
I have
is official duty.
That is the official duty. But if we are in the ministry, just be normal.
Yeah.
And in my hustling corner now, I have become so friendly with people. That's why you see they are calling me now, because they're like, what happened? Why are you not in the office?
So
because you have to be friendly to people.
Sure.
Anywhere you go, make sure you do you make an impact, positive or not a negative one.
Yes.
So I can also tell my people that please, let's be a positive impact to other people's life. When you meet someone, try to change their lifestyle. If they were bad, make them good. If they were good, support them to be better. Yeah. This is what life is all about.
Wow. Very good advice.
Because today you can be rich, you can be anything.
And tomorrow.
But if tomorrow comes and you end up going to the grave, the only thing that you will go with are only 2 things. It is the coffin and the clothes that will be put on you. The rest will not go anywhere.
All the money,
so
all the fame.
why should we be struggling, killing ourselves because you have to betray you at him to get rich? No.
No need.
If I don't have anything today, I will call a friend. Hey, I have no money. Can I get something?
And if it is there,
if you go and tell him Maal Maker is a beggar, it's your business. That is not my business. Because I ask you, because I trust you, and I don't have it.
And
tomorrow I know you will
have also you can give.
Yes.
That's how it is.
But our young people are taking these trends nowadays, and they need to stop. And I have to tell them frankly speaking, stop betraying your brother to national security. Let me be frank. Don't use your brother for any benefit. Don't always try to implicate your brothers on something that is not worth his life.
Good advice.
If he does something wrong, sit his ass down and tell him, Falan, you did this and this is wrong.
Yeah.
This is what is all life. If I see today Atem doing something, I will say, hey Atem, don't do this, man. Stop this. There are some guys now, when they post something that is a bit implicating in social media, I inbox them. Guys, no.
Take it down.
Let's take it. Let's take this country slowly. Because if you pretend like you want to change the country now, it will not happen.
And change is a process.
Change is a process that
doesn't
will
come at
take
once.
years.
Yeah, it's a process.
Trust me, it will take us 25 to 40 years for us to see a better South Sudan. Why? Because everyone is pretending to be rushing ahead. But we don't need to rush our process. If you rush the process, you will do it wrongly.
Yes.
But if you slow the process, you will make sure mistakes are avoided.
Yes.
That is that's the society we need to build.
Very good advice.
A society that is perfect to all of us. A society that you will definitely see a team tomorrow and say, come, something good is here. And also we need to develop this attitude. If you find a certain job that is not what you or you are not fit to that society or that job, call a friend. Hey,
there's a job here.
For example, where I work now, I'm currently working in the Ministry of Finance. I deal with the media of minister. I did not apply.
But someone knows that.
But someone knows Maal can do this.
And
he called me, please.
Come
I
and
want
do
you to do this. And I went. I'm doing it for the minister now.
Wow.
And I'm not doing it because the minister is Minister of Finance. No,
Yes.
I'm doing it because that person trusted me.
Yes.
So that trust I have to build it. I have to give it back.
Give it back.
You know, either the minister will hate me, he will like me. That is not my business.
Yeah, but you're doing a job.
But I have to do my job.
Yes.
Whatever that I post in his social media, I must make sure it's perfect and best to the quality.
Yes.
And I make sure whatever goes out, it is something good to the public.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we have to always find where our other brothers can fit in. If I find today there's a job in that ministry, I will definitely look for someone who is
who has that skill.
someone that's skill and so on. So please try this job. This is how we can be able to build ourselves up. And I witnessed with some Kenyans who are here now. You know, they call themselves so and so. Hey,
they even bring themselves from there. You come get something, you call your brother.
Yeah. And you find a Kenyan coming to do it.
Yes.
So that is a society we really need to start doing. You know, we need to make sure, if I know a team surgeon is good in doing something, I don't have to destroy it. I have to call you and say, and if I know that person, I will say, try this person.
So and so is good in this.
Good. This is society we want.
Maal Maker, you've been working with musicians. Just the last question, then we wind it up. You've been working with a lot of musicians when you were at Miraya. And most of them are doing good. Some have flopped. I don't want to mention their names. What is your advice to our music industry as a whole? You know, until today I'm supporting musicians. I always make sure I support them, how they can improve their brand. Social media is very important.
Yeah.
You know, like some of them, I was surprised some days ago. I checked with Mr. Leng's Facebook. He has not posted for the last 2 years. And we know now he's struggling music-wise. There are those who don't have the YouTube channels. Their videos are being uploaded by some people, and they have thousands of views, which they would have benefited from.
Yeah.
What is your advice on how they can build their content, and also how they can compete with East African? Now we have some issues with our neighbors.
My advice to musicians is like, I always follow them up. Like this Lady Kola or Lady what?
Lady Kola, the music sankara.
Yeah, she has come, she just pop in like this.
And she's going up.
And she's not going up. Yeah.
She's going where?
She's dropping down.
How?
Let me tell you this. Don't ever think of competing before you start competing with yourself.
Okay.
If you put competition to be your number one with others, you will fail. But if you aim somewhere, you reach that place. And how do you aim? You aim by, if you release a music song today or you release a song today, it has some nice flavor and people like it. Make something better than that tomorrow. That is the competition you have within you yourself. But what of those of Lady Kola, those of Mary Boye are doing is just a flop. That is not music. They are like flapping around and trying to show that they are a musician. No, you are not a musician. A musician always have a positive impact in the society because you are teaching society. But what they do in social media is just nonsense. I can just put them line, say like this.
That is from one of the music promoters.
Yes, they are doing nothing. Let me tell you this: the group that I like, you have a live Abani.
Hard life, yeah, that's
Hard life, they're doing the best. And I will tell them, guys, continue. I know you
Hard
already
life.
lost one of
Bilpam.
your guys, but keep doing that. The music must be seasonal. You make a music that can take 100 years not changing.
Yes. And the message will remain the same.
Exactly, the message will remain the same. The second group is many men in the group.
Yeah, Kuzo's clan.
Kuzo's clan have been singing for the last how many years?
And they keep
They
it.
are not
They
changing.
keep it real.
The group, even one of them got lost
yeah,
his life in 2016.
during crisis.
The other one is doing piloting in America, but they remain the same. The music style is the same. The rhyme is everything is okay. Another person is this guy.
Silver X?
Silver X. Silver X was struggling,
But now he's back on
but
track.
he is now on track. So Silver X.
But he's accused of stealing people's songs. He was accused by Mr. Lenz, he's accused by a lot of artists. What's wrong with him?
He has to work on that because
it's more than 5 times I've heard about the stories.
If people always call you something, you need to change.
There's no smoke without fire. Silver X, you improve on that.
You need to improve on that. Number 2, make your music. Try to sit down sometime and compete within yourself. That is my message to Silver X. And the rest of the musicians. And the other group is the other guy is Lawless YB. That is a hip hop guy.
But he has gone quiet.
He has gone quiet because where he work need him to be quiet.
So he has given up music for.
So he has put
career.
his music and he's doing career that is a national call.
Okay.
You know? So he's the office is calling.
All right.
So he's doing something that is good now for the whole country.
Okay.
Otherwise, the rest are just trying. But another guy who is doing country music, I call them country music, is this guy called. Though some musicians are making music of praising people. Guys, you need to stop this thing now.
Maal Maker, if I want to beg you, I better go to your house and
praise me. If I have anything that I can be able to do, even if I can do, you want me to produce for you music, I will be able to do it. But don't put my name in the music. You can put it. Like there's a guy who was praising me. I'm sorry to say this. He was praising me not because I have given him money, but because he felt good when I was when we were trying to do this process of people to register and the country was voted to be independent. He praised me for that.
That was good.
And that was perfect.
That was good. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But this unnecessary
the same guy was
praising.
singing Kwachagwach.
Okay.
Yeah. We met recently. We have never met, but he felt like this whatever Maal has done is something good. So he praised me for that. Yeah. And I felt good for that.
And he didn't expect anything in return. So.
I did not. And we just met once. We have met twice, and it was this year.
Yeah.
So praise someone who has done something good. For the rest of the people, not all the time you have to praise someone to give you money. Like these people have ended up singing for weddings. That is not music.
Sad. It's too sad.
It's bad thing. So, and my advice to Lady Kola, change your music style. Don't sing music that is not going to.
Like Dugwara.
Yeah,
Dugwara.
Those are club music. But this issue of trying to be talking rubbish on social media and taunting others, it's not good.
What about John Frog?
No.
John Frog.
That one is trying to be a musician, but he's not.
What do you mean it's not? And it's trending even in Nigeria.
No, you can train. Anybody can train. But if you want to do music, always know where you are coming from. See your house. Is your house clean? So that you go and advise people outside. Secondly, make sure you also know the society you come from. What kind of society do you have?
Maal Maker is one guy here.
So and one music that is sell this guy is what?
This song. Gondo Sakit.
Gondo. So yes, Gondo is you can make such a music, but there are some American musicians that started music within a matter of 2-3 years they went off. You can go through the list in the whole world, John Frog. Look at the musicians. If you have a style with one person, take that person as your mentor. Use his style, but
align yourself with that.
Align yourself with that musician, and be creative. Music is about creativity.
Yes.
It's not about when something funny come up in your mind, you take
just
it and then you're like, pop, you are out. No. It's about maintaining your momentum. That is being musician. If you make one and then you want to buy these big jungles, you want to buy these big boots, and you want to wear these big clothes, and then you start taking photos like this, you start making.
That is swag. They call it swag.
You are training these kids to be useless. Yes, the one that are coming behind you. But if you are a musician that want to change society, you must make sure. John Frog need to know he has over 1,000 followers who are kids. So if he does a stupid thing, those kids become stupid in the society. If he does something good, the kids will become good.
Okay.
This is how we are. The same to you now. There are some kids who will be following your videos. If they see people who comes here talk rubbish, they will
do the same.
do the same thing.
Okay.
And you, a team, is doing that negative thing. If you do positive, the kids will be like, I want to be like a team. They do something good.
What about DJ Sen, Mr. Norris?
Mr.
The
Norris,
tiny guy.
The tiny guy is taken over by alcohol. That's the problem. He's my good friend. We met recently in one of the petrol stations. His music is okay, but he need to work on himself.
His health also, I think.
Yeah,
That's for his health.
he need to work on himself because he is not okay. Because you know, what we eat is what finishes us. If you eat a lot of food, you will not be a fool, but it will destroy your health.
Because they say too much of something is always, no matter how good it is, but take too much,
it will become negative. So that is how it is. So you can be alcoholic, but you must always have limit.
That is from the master. Okay, Maal Maker, your last advice. Your last advice to our viewers, to our youth outside there, to everyone that is watching this program. What is your last advice?
My advice to my younger brothers, my younger sisters is this. When you are heading somewhere, know always you have followers. There are people who are always coming behind you. So whatever you do, they will always imitate what you do. If you do something bad, they will do so. They will do those things bad. Because I know 100% if you have one follower, that one follower has another 2, 3, 4. So you have kind of a wave of people following what you do. So if you do bad thing, then you have taken part of the society out. If you do good, then you have done something good for the society. So let's always know what we are doing. Let's not treat this country like we are moving out of it to somewhere. This is not a resting place. This is our society. We will be here. Now we will be buried here. So this is going to be our last place. So let's always do things knowing that we are changing a society.
Good. Okay, now tell my viewers to subscribe to my channel. Dear viewers, Maal Maker is saying, subscribe.
Subscribe to Atim Sijin, the Gondo man. Make sure, make sure you follow his interviews. Because he will continue doing it.
Thank you so much.
And we will always buy our time to sit
come
here
and take tea.
Because the tea is so nice. He's the one. He's the cook.
I have the barat here, my friend. This thing is cooked from here.
He's the cook.
Yes.
The problem is, look at the cups.
No, I know you are tall and you like tea, so I have to do it like this, you know.
These cups are serious, man. That's why they say you wear worse.
Maal Maker, thanks for coming. Dear viewers, thank you so much for your following. And this is Side Mirror SSD Sip and Chat program. And keep it tight, keep it locked, and thank you for viewing.
Thank you. That's for the timing, man. Really appreciate it.
This is interesting.
Yeah.